Alright, today was our first day at the NAMM show. The NAMM show stands for North American Music Merchants, and it is a trade show held in Anaheim for anything related to music, and it's the largest of its kind in the world. A crazy day there, basically. Got there around 9-ish, met up with Jon.
Are we right? Are we ready? Are we ready? Hands in the middle. Are we ready? Shit!
1, 2, 3, shit! We followed him around, and as soon as the gates opened, he was off to the races. He's sort of like this little, like, sprightly elf. He just, darts from one place to the next. And we had to keep up. He was mainly looking out for people who were already playing something. He would try and go and sing along or play guitar and sing with them. And probably like 8 out of 10 people didn't know who he was. Some of the people were like smiling and looking at him. It's like some crazy old man that just went up and started singing lyrics he's making up on the spot with them. And then one of the first booths he stopped at, he picked up a guitar and drew on it with a Sharpie, played it, and then walked away with it. And we found out later that he had basically just defaced the guitar and stolen it. And as he's trying to walk out with it, they say you need a gift pass on it to walk out, which he didn't have. It was funny walking around with him and security telling us to turn the cameras off and not turning them off, and watching this debacle as he was trying to get a free guitar. It's been a tiring day. We got half an hour now before we got to leave again and go watch him play 2 songs, Roundabout and Owner of a Lonely Heart with the School of Rock All-Stars.
So there's the regular School of Rock, and then there's the All-Stars, which are sort of the elite bunch of kids that are the best musicians from all the schools. You have to try out for this, and they get to go on tour as a band, and sometimes they'll have rock stars, for example, Jon Anderson.
These kids will blow your mind. Not only can they play, but they're just sweet. I don't know, Paul, he's done a great job
I will say this, he is still a very talented musician. He was nailing notes, singing with the kids. And I gotta say, these kids, I'd heard stuff about them, but they were intensely talented and really fun to watch. Totally reaffirmed my faith in this project, seeing these kids play.
You know anything about Indigo Children? Well, Indigo Children are the higher beings that have been promised to this world, and they've been coming for 10 years now. And the last sort of, crop of these children are coming through in the next 5 years. I think it's a 14-year cycle.
Right now, I'm waiting for Jon because he had to go into his hotel to drop off a bottle of champagne he got from his trailer. The guy is incredible at collecting free stuff. He is the master of swag.
Are you going to give me some shit or what? Come on!
It was pretty unbelievable today. Got to go behind the scenes at Disney. Let me go backstage and film the rehearsal of Jon with the Yamaha band. Today was also cool because I got to hang out in a celebrity trailer with Jon, just one-on-one, and got to ask him a bunch of questions about the good old days with Yes, which, is once in a lifetime. We'll never get to do something like that again, just one-on-one, hanging out with him, asking him, what bands he toured with.
The first tour Yes ever did was so amazing because the Who were the headliners.
And what songs he wrote.
I didn't want to just say what I was thinking. I wanted to put it into more poeticness, if you like, you know.
Just unbelievable stuff that is gonna, you know, change the way I listen to the music.
Pete Townsend was writing Tommy, because we got a chance to chat towards the end of the tour. I'm sitting next to Pete Townsend and he's talking to me. I said, what are you up to? I said, well, I'm writing this sort of musical opera type. It's about Tommy, blind, deaf and dumb kid. It went right over my head because I was looking at Pete Townsend.
And maybe he will, you know, remember my name.
And the more you know, the more there is to know. It's a never-ending cycle, you know.
Today, went around with Jon and actually got some interviews with the kids. You know, their thoughts on the, you know, the whole rock and roll situation with Paul Green School of Rock, and that was really interesting. They had some really cool stuff to say.
When I heard we were going to play with Jon Anderson, I was totally excited for that.
It was incredible to play with Jon Anderson. He's a really nice guy and a great musician.
Some of my favorite Yes songs? I'm not sure. I'm not huge on like that kind of music.
Something extraordinary happened today at NAMM. It happened when the Vortex opened over the entire event. If you haven't heard of the Vortex, I can show you. It's this guy right here. This is the Vortex, created by Jon Anderson. And it connects us spiritually through the crystals that are in all of our bodies. And today, in Jon's haste, he had to leave it behind at the conference. Little problem with security when we were trying to leave. They thought I had stolen this from somewhere, God knows where. Why would I ever want to steal this? They almost weren't going to let us leave with it. And finally, I just had to say to him, look, I don't want this, but I have to take it. Thank God we got to carry this back 2 miles to our hotel so that we could have it with us here tonight. It's the Vortex.